What is going on, everybody? It is Brave Kai here again, here to showcase another game as all of this stuff kind of tapers off. I haven't played this in like 3 years, but I do have some very fond memories of it. It's a roguelike, which means, every run is a little bit different. You have characters, abilities, items, and the goal of the game is to just kind of reach the end through multiple boss fights, different decisions, whatnot. So now, if I remember correctly, I'll just kind of pick some of the characters that I remember doing well. So you get to pick 3 to start with, and I think we'll go with the Paladin. Oh man, I gotta remember how to play this. So I know the Warlock is OP. So we got Warlock, Paladin, and let's see, we need basically a DPS character now, because what do we do? We got Blood Mage, Frostmancer. I think I'm gonna go with, man, there's so many choices. We got the Berserker. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the combo that I know best, cause well, I'm gonna be playing on a really hard difficulty, because there's, let's see, what do we got here? Basically, you have different levels. In the corruption zone, so it gives all these different modifiers. I'm just gonna go with maybe, let's see, flawless victories, bosses. I love the music of this too. It's kind of reminiscent of the video that I just posted, but that was actually inspired by Jared Wright, who is the creator of The Big Les Show. But this has very similar acoustics, so that's very lovely. See, I remember having such a hard time getting past level 19, so, and since it's been a while, I'm going to start at level 15 here. But again, I'm playing this so that maybe it will just kind of burn itself out as a symbol of change. So anyways, let's begin this adventure. I mean, this is one of the good games. This isn't Call of Duty, this isn't brain rot. This isn't just pure dopamine like all the other crap these days. This is a game that actually has some substance to it. A magical world, different characters, and some very artistic styles. So let's see, I guess we'll go through this here. So what is Astronarch? Centuries ago, it was foretold that an evil would enter the realm, and a group of hidden guardians would surface to defeat it. The guardians were said to be born of the sky, and thus became known as the Astronarch. Who are you? A friend I sensed this day of the Astronarch was upon us, and traveled here to guide you. There is more to discuss, but time is fleeting. Yeah, it sounds pretty similar to the real world at this point. So you can start off with one of these bonuses here. Increase max HP, increase defense, increase attack, or reduce the cost of active abilities. Let's see, there's one that I always went with, and I want to say it was the max HP is one of the better options. Reduce the cost of active abilities. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to take me a second here, but I'm just going to go with that. So basically, you have 3 paths, and you can basically, it's like a game board. So if you start here, you can either go here or there next. Basically anything that's adjacent or diagonal. And so you've got events, you've got elite battles, merchants, and then just regular battles. So each one kind of has its own flavor to it. And let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to start in the forest. So we got a direwolf here. And this is a kind of auto-battler kind of game. So once you start the battle, it just goes on automatically. And the active abilities basically charge up automatically. And once that blue bar fills up, they will do their active ability. And then you get items and gold and morale. So I'm going to try not to take too much time picking these. I can sort of remember typically what the good items are. Starting mana, defense. I think we're going to choose the defense item and give that to the paladin because he's our tank. It kind of depends on whatever spot they're in is going to be attacked first. So we want the paladin at the front. And let's go down into the cave. So we'll go down here. And go up against this creature. So yeah, when I first started playing this game, basically what I did was I read every single ability, and it, took forever. But I'm just going to try to do this rather efficiently. So what is there to talk about? Well, the holiday season. Hope everyone's having a good holiday season because, it's time to stop taking all these things for granted. We truly don't know if we're going to get to experience these things again next year or the year after or what have you. So it's a time to be thankful. It's a time to just kind of be present and do what you got to do. The new year's about to start. And even though New Year's resolutions are always super gimmicky, it's also actually helpful. If you take it seriously, or more like basically you just manifest the timing. So instead of using New Year's resolution as some sort of excuse or trying to force it as some sort of motivation, you just kind of integrate it into what you genuinely want to change, and you try to start those changes before the new year starts. That's the way I like to look at it. Is, if you are doing your New Year's resolution out of just complete spontaneity, whatever, then that's when you're going to be more likely to fail. And spontaneity can be good. It can be good to be spontaneous about things if you need. I think this one's good. Give that to, I think piercing damage. Yeah, we'll definitely give that to the wizard. Anyways, though, if you're thinking of what you want to change in your life, and you're actually taking steps towards that, months before the new year begins, then you're going to be a lot more likely to actually follow through with those things. And if you can actually develop those habits beforehand, then once you get to the new year, that just becomes like another bonus, basically. So that's kind of the way I like to treat it. Yeah, see, it's already kind of getting difficult. All my characters are at like half health. Alright, all enemies take 200 piercing damage. That's a good one. Maiden's Mirror. Ooh. Okay, so here's a legendary item. When you heal a hero by any means, a random damaged hero is additionally healed. So that is perfect, I think, for this one here. So, each time a hero is knocked, begin healing. And these also gain different abilities as time goes on. So right now, you and all adjacent heroes gain shield. Deal 200% attack damage to an enemy and heal yourself and the weakest ally. So we're going to give that Maiden's Mirror to, what is he, the Warlock? So that'll actually greatly boost it. And so you have these elite battles, and basically they're just mini boss battles, and they're optional. Usually there's another path you can take, but it's generally a good idea to face every single one of these elite battles in order to get the most benefit out of them. Now, of course, that means you could fail because these are rather difficult. But we got some tanky items for the Paladin and a really good legendary item to start with, so I feel pretty good. So, you know, what I'm really wanting to do in my life is to, at the very minimum, just try to keep momentum going, alright? Because that's the thing that hurts people the most, I think, is when their momentum gets halted. Oh, he's about to die. Oh man, that was close. Okay, and then so here we go. We get an ability orb and a chance at a good item. Oh, the bone spike armor. That is pretty clutch. So anyways, though, as to what I was saying, you know, trying to keep momentum going, I think, is one of the most important things to self-development and, you know, achieving goals. So let's see, we got a lost backpack. No sign of the owner, blah, blah, blah. Right, that seems pretty straightforward. Sometimes these random events will have some really tough decisions. Okay, so now we get to face another decision. So there's 3 merchants. We have an elite battle and another one down here. So, and I don't really have a whole lot of gold yet, so it's actually probably going to be better just to go with a normal battle. Because, well, you know, we'll go with the event, just because that's random. Never know what you might encounter. So here, now we have a harsher decision here. So we have a pale figure, gain vampiric guard, lose half of your morale. So you lose morale whenever people in your party die, and you gain morale on victories. So right now we're doing really good. Random here loses 6 attack, 6 defense. So let's see, what is Vampiric Guard? 30% of the attack and active ability damage. I mean, that's, you know, I'm just gonna run. I don't really care about that right now. I don't really want to debuff myself just for that. So we could go to another event, or we could just do a normal battle. I think I'm just gonna do that. And then, okay, attacks have a 20% chance to deal additional. Okay. I think we'll give that to him because his attack is 70. He's basically our DPS. And now we have this ability orb, so we can upgrade. What is that? The ability. That's basically the passive, I think. Yeah, passive ability. Or we can do the frost attack. Or we can do this passive. You know what? Yeah, actually, this might be a good one. But frost is also pretty good. Yeah, I think we're actually going to go with that. I might regret it, but... Alright, this one looks kind of bad. We got 4 gnats. Not good. And then this kind of shows what's going to be attacked first. So the warlock is going to be attacking this guy, and both of these are going to be attacking this guy. So this one's going to die first. So, okay. I think that's fine. Because you can also, you know, sort them around. But I think that works. We could use that You know, we're going to use that. Just everything automatically takes a bunch of damage to begin with. Because this looks pretty... yeah. Yep, even with that potion, this guy died. So we lose a morale, which is okay. Defense Gauntlet, Stone Heart. Oh yeah, no, that's actually pretty good. I think that's going to be better than... Yeah, that's probably going to be better than the Tower Shield. And then we'll just give the Tower Shield to, I guess, the Frostmancer and move on to this Elite Battle. Yeah, I've got nothing too crazy to rant about right now. Just kind of enjoying the day, taking things as it goes. Okay, so this guy's kind of a pain. We have a potion, reduce the speed of all enemies. But we'll just kind of deal with that. So, yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, wait. Actually, I think it'd make more sense to have the frozen shell on him, because he gets stacks of frost. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I think that's right, so we'll just go with it. Whatever happens, happens. Hopefully we get a nice victory, though, but... Alright, just keep going. It's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Alright. Oh, we got another enemy. Alright, perfect. So now we get an ability orb. That's why these mini boss battles are so crucial. It's because you get some really good upgrades. So now we have the active ability to upgrade. Which, I mean, I think the Warlock easily has the best one because now it'll do the damage and basically increase the enemies and allies that get affected. So now everyone in the party is going to get healed, and it'll do damage to one more enemy. Now, let's see. Okay, that one's good if you have somebody on their own. Which, actually, that might be good to hold on to that item just in case. Okay, so this is interesting. So we have no choice but to go to this merchant. So we'll go there. Which means we might skip the other merchant. So, okay, so we got some good items here. Godbreaker, Avalanche, a couple of potions. Ooh, this one's actually really good for tanks. Yeah, that one's actually really good. Now this is also a good one. What we can do is we can buy that. We could... Yeah, screw it. We'll buy that as well. And... yeah, I think we'll keep that. That's only 13 gold. So, alright. We'll give the Saint's Vow definitely to the Paladin, and we might as well just sell that because we don't need it. The Godbreaker, let's see, who has the fastest attack? Definitely the Warlock, even though he has less damage. That'll actually be good for him for now. And we'll just give that to him for now as well, even though he's not... he's not by himself, so he's not going to get the Spirit Wolf, but he's still going to get the stats. So, that looks pretty good. Now we have a choice to go to the event or to a normal battle. Since we're skipping this merchant, I think we'll just go down to this normal battle and then go up to that event. Oh boy. So this is where things get interesting. This guy is not good. So I think I'm going to move everyone down here so that... Oh, he's going to go for the back line. So he's going to be attacking my Frostmancer, which is not good. But as soon as this thing dies, then everyone's going to be attacking him, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Actually, I think I'm going to use this Bog Jar. So if you just right-click it before you start the battle, then it'll just automatically get used as soon as you start. So that's really helpful for buffs and debuffs to have them work in your favor. And that was a good choice, I think. So should be fine. Perfect. You know what? I might as well make this into a 3-part series. Because there is multiple acts here, so if we look at the map, after we pick an item, unstable orb, let's see. We could also just choose gold, but, you know, it's always good to grab items. Let's see. 3% of your missing HP. Apply poison. I mean, none of these are really too great. Unstable orbs, okay, I guess. So instead of going to this merchant, because we haven't really saved up a whole lot, we're just going to see what this event has. Usually it's not too devastating. Oh, okay, so instead of a thing, we just have basically a regular battle. So, alright, that'll work. That one's not bad. I mean, we could swap it out, but we'll just go with that for now. So yeah, this map here, this is just one act, and there's 2 more along with the final boss. Oh man, these guys are taking a lot of damage in the back. Oof. Yeah, we lost the entire back line. So we lost 2 morale. That's alright. We're still doing really good. Reckless Dueling Shield. Oh, Necrophage. Yeah, that's actually a really good one for the Warlock. And I think everything else is pretty much good. I think I might actually swap that out. That's actually a better one for him. Okay, so now we go to this elite battle, and then we'll basically just go straight up diagonally. And I think after this boss, I will just make that the video for now, and then the other 2 acts will come later. Just so that these, you know, this video isn't like 2 hours long, because that's probably about how long it takes to get through the whole thing. Alright, so we have a mana bomb. All enemies lose 40 mana. What is his ability? Caustic Web. Poison your target and adjacent enemy for 50% damage, and reduce the speed of enemies. So, I mean, this guy's kind of a butthead. I'm gonna give him the mana bomb. Actually, I'm gonna save it. I'm actually gonna save it. So yeah, remember that. The bottom bar is their basic attack, the blue bar is their special ability charging up, and of course the green bar is their health, and the little tiny bar that pops up is additional shield. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't use that. I didn't need it. And now, I think Frostbite. Well, see, now this one's good too. Get the additional shield. HP, permanently increase your defense. Brain Sage. See, that's actually a really good one to have. So we'll go up here, I think. I might actually give this book to... Yeah, I'll give it to the Paladin, because that active ability is really nice. Now the only question is, what do I exchange it for? Okay, so Feral Witch Doctor. Just kind of looking at their stats here. Quite a lot of attack. Oh. Yeah, we don't want that druid. But see, everyone's going to attack him first. And then he'll be second to be attacked. Who do we give this to? I mean, I'm actually pretty happy with their items. Necrophage. Man. I think I'm going to give it to him, actually. To get an early frostbite attack. Yeah, you know what? That might work. Now the Feral Witch Doctor. Yeah, okay. I think that's what we want to do. See, I probably should have given the Codex to him because he's going to be less than half HP, and getting the buff to the active ability would have helped. Come on, get that ability. Take out that Witch Doctor. Alright, well, it was close. We still lost a morale for that, but not too bad. Still doing pretty good. Witch Stick, Forgotten Idol. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna take the gold on that one. Now, for the boss battle. So we have Poison and Mana Bomb. Let's see. Okay, what does he do? So it's deal 150% attack damage to your target. Stun all enemies for 2 seconds. Yeah, that's gonna kind of suck. Gain 3 negate. So he's really tanky, but I think that Codex will be good on the Paladin this time to get the most out of the ability. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, and we're gonna give him the Mana Bomb when his ability is about to trigger. So we'll just do it like right now, so he'll lose a little bit of that mana, take it longer for that first ability to proc. Ooh, that's gonna suck. And yeah, that Paladin's pretty much dead. I might have wanted to do the poison, but I'm just gonna see what happens. I mean, these guys have full shield, so that's pretty good. I think we should be able to make it. Hopefully before that ability. Yes, okay, good. That was actually really, really good. And now we have a chance between 3 items here. Cause 3 random enemies. Major, ooh. That one's actually really pog. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And we get all these abilities. So before I close off this video, I'll go ahead and choose a character. So the Assassin, that's a really powerful one to have. And you want to put him down here by himself, because he is hidden. Let's see. This has been going for about 30 minutes. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So now we're on to Act 2. And let me just get through this stuff really quick here. So we're going to give him the medallion. So he's going to summon a Spirit Wolf, which will be good. We're going to give the Major Blessing to the Paladin. We're going to give the Ancient Codex to... Oh yeah, definitely to the Warlock. Godbreaker, perfect for the Assassin. And who should get these orbs? I think I want him to have his ability maxed out. And probably the Frost. Max that out. Heroes, I'm glad you made it. The town stirs. It is upon us. I know it is to be a great evil, doomed to wander the skies for an eternity, searching for fragments it lost in a battle long past. Fragments? Lost souls, it travels as a single being, forged of millions. It was almost defeated long ago, much of its structure shattered to the stars. Its weakness? It will turn even the most valorous soldier into an agent of its desires. As the Astronarch, you are resilient to its corruption. You are the key to its defeat. So we got normal enemies can no longer be found in events. Elites always drop ancient items, or elites and bosses have 10% less HP. You know, it's between one of these. I think the healing received is going to be extremely good. But before I continue, I will leave it off here. That'll be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.